Hello everybody, in this video tutorial I want to show you how we can determine the equation for a straight line from some data in Excel. So let's say here we have got our X and our Y values, and we have a sort of linear regression, a linear line, a trend line or something like that. And we know that the equation for a straight line would be given by y equals mx plus c. And of course we could do a scatter plot with our x value, the independent value on the x-axis and the dependent value on the y-axis. We get more or less we get a straight line of the data when we use the trend line function in Excel. So trend line function in Excel, and when we ask for the equation we get our gradient and the y-intercept. So here this would be the gradient, and this one here would be the y-intercept. And we can find the y-intercept when we set, so for the y-intercept, it would be x equals 0. So then this term is 0 as well, and y equals c. Now, as I said, we can do that with our scatter plot and the trend line, but Excel also has a very nice way of calculating these values. So if we want to calculate the gradient, we just put in equals slope. So this is the slope function in Excel, and it asks us for the known y value, and here the order is really important. We have to put in the y values first, so y, this one here, so from C61 to C68, and then we put in the known x value, well, won't let me do that, so let's do it manually. B61, and I entered this in the wrong way, B61 to B68, bracket closed, and enter, and here we get our gradient. And as you can see, it is pretty much the same as we get here with our equation function, only that we get a few more figures, significant figures out of this. Now for the y-intercept we can do actually exactly the same thing. So here the equation, here the function is equals intercept, and it comes up with the right one. So the known y value, that would be from here to here, and the known x value, and again I need to put that in manually, that would be B61 to B68. And again, it's important that we put in the y values first before we use the x values. So here we get the y-intercept, and again this tallies nicely with our y-intercept that we got in this case here. Sometimes we also want to find the x-intercept. So the x-intercept, this is given when our y value equals 0. So what we need to do is we just simply rearrange this equation here, and we have 0 equals mx plus c. We are trying to figure out what our x is, so we make x the subject. So this goes to that side, and then we divide it. So we get x equals negative c divided by m. Or we can also say equals negative intercept function divided by the slope function. And since we've done that here already, all we need to do is we need to say equals negative y-intercept divided by the slope that we have. And we get an x-intercept with 15.7 in this case. So this would be this point, actually this would be this point here. And if we extended the line here, then here we would get our y-intercept, and here we've got our x-intercept. So these are two really important functions: the slope function here and the intercept function in Excel. If we don't or cannot do the scatter plot with a trend line and the equation, then always go for slope and intercept. And if you need to find the x-intercept, then you have to do it anyway by dividing the intercept divided by negative slope. So I hope this makes sense, and thank you for watching.